Jeff Sessions was President Trump's Attorney General. He's running to re-enter the United States Senate. He recently made this reasonable suggestion. How about a nationwide moratorium on immigration until America's unemployment rate has recovered from this disaster? Jeff Sessions joins us tonight. Senator, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you.
So tell us your proposal. I want to make sure I didn't misstate it.
Well, we have about 1.4 million people that come to this country every year to take jobs. We just announced today 5 million more people on the unemployment roll. What's that, 22 million now? There is no doubt it is in the interest of the United States of America to make sure that we get every one of those unemployed Americans the jobs first. I mean, it's psychologically devastating to a person not to have work. It undermines their well-being and family. But in addition, we have to help them financially if they're unemployed, whether it's Medicaid, Medicare, food stamps, unemployment insurance. So why bring in foreign workers to take those jobs when we should do everything possible, as you suggested, to get American workers that are unemployed in those jobs?
That is such an obvious point, and I should note that you're employing the most basic economic principle of all, supply and demand. A tighter labor market means higher wages. Who could possibly object to that? And do most Americans agree with you, do you think?
Well, I think the most Americans do agree with me. I think the polls are almost 90% that if there's a choice between who should get a job, the Americans should get the job over a foreigner. Give me a break. How simple is that? Who do we owe our responsibility to as government and public officials? It's to the American people first. So that is absolutely true. And if we do this thing right, we can minimize the number of people that are prolonged in unemployment. But it's a scary time. It is very scary, and we need to be very alert to the dangers. Think about a college graduate today in May will be graduating. What kind of prospects do they have? We have almost 500,000 tech workers that come to America. Can't we figure out a way to make sure that our kids with maybe college debts get those jobs first before we bring in foreigners? It's just the nature of the world today. We need to protect our own. It's the rational, moral, responsible thing to do.
Well, this could be a long answer. We only have a minute left, but I have to ask you, since you worked in government for decades, if close to 90% of the public wants something to happen, and it never happens, going for many years, is this really a democracy?
You are asking a fundamental question. This is the time that this issue and others like it are really raised to the level that the American people understand the issue. And it's not done surreptitiously under the table by establishment politicians on both parties, often supported by the low-wage agenda of some of the corporate powers that be. Then you can win. That's how I led the fight to defeat the immigration bills. It took a long time, but once the American people understood the bogusness of those bills, they turned against them, and the politicians did. But until they really understood the nature of it, it was on the pathway to passage. This is a real political question of importance for America. People like yourself do help keep the American people informed.
We're trying on this one, for sure. Senator Sessions, great to see you tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you.